Hey everybody, welcome back to Brainiac Baseball's 1983 Detroit Tigers season replay. Today's matchup is between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees at Yankee Stadium. On the mound for the Tigers today is Steve Mura, whose record is 1-0 with a 5.40 ERA. And pitching for the Yankees today is Ron Guidry, whose record is 11-5 with a 3.33 ERA. Tough loss yesterday in the first game of the three-game series against the Yanks. We lost 3-2. We hit back-to-back home runs from Murray and Trammell in the eighth inning, and it looked like we were going to pull it off. We got to the ninth. We brought in Roger Weaver. He walked the bases loaded, and then Dave Smith got us an out, giving us 2 outs, and then Ozzie Smith drove in 2 runs with a single to win the ball game, and that was all she wrote. Another disappointing loss. We won 7 in a row. Now we've lost 3 in a row, and I think this is how it's going to be the rest of the way. Is 1 win and 1 loss and 1 win. I think we're probably a 500 baseball team, which may be good enough to win the division. So we have to do our best, and we have to start with today's game against a great pitcher, Ron Guidry. The left-hander is going to face off against Steve Mura, who is making his second start as a Tiger. So let's get today's game started. As always, I appreciate everyone following along, like and or subscribe to the channel. I did do one roster move yesterday. I sent Eddie Miller down, and I brought up a pitcher. So we're one extra reliever in our bullpen, and that reliever is Brian Kelly, who made a bunch of starts for us. He's been really good for the most part, and I think we could use an extra right-handed arm in the bullpen. Roger Weaver has lost his closer's role, as Dave Rucker, a left-hander, will get our left-handed closing duties, and Roy Thomas, who's been the most consistent right-hander on the team, may get some save opportunities if we need a righty. Smith, we know we can't count on him, and Roger Weaver looks like he's cooked. So, we're in a tough spot. Here is our lineup today versus Ron Guidry. We're going to give Sweet Lou a day off. He usually does start versus left-handers, but we're going to give him a day off, even though he wasn't tired, and give second base to Doug Baker today. Okay, here is the official Tigers lineup rundown for today's ball game. Batting leadoff in left field is Rickey Henderson. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Alan Trammell. Batting third at first base is Eddie Murray. Batting cleanup and DHing is Mickey Hatcher. Batting fifth at third base is George Brett. Batting sixth and catching is Lance Parrish. Batting seventh in right field is Glenn Wilson. Batting eighth at playing center field is Kevin Bass. And batting ninth at second base is Doug Baker. Let's take a look at Ron Guidry, one of my favorite pitchers of this era. He is 11-5, making his 20th start. He's had a couple, I guess every season other than the strike-shortened season, he's suffered injuries, so far he's going strong, hasn't been injured yet this year. He's 11-5 with a 3.33 ERA, 109 strikeouts in 138 innings pitched. Opponents are batting .252 against him. He has 2 complete games, no shutouts. His fastball tops out at 89 miles an hour. His ground ball percentage is 42%. His fastball and slider are both above average. He is a 4-pitch pitcher with a couple other supplementary pitches. Overall, he is currently rated an 87. The 32-year-old lefty doesn't go to free agency until 1985. How has he done versus the Tigers this year? You might ask. On April 8th, he took a loss, giving up 6 runs on 8 hits and 3 walks. He followed that game up with a nice victory, going 8 innings, giving up only 1 run, 8 strikeouts. May 24th, he took a loss, going 8 innings, giving up 5 runs on 10 hits. And then today's game. So 4th start against Detroit this season. There's the Yankees lineup. Looks like it's the same as game 1. 5 Gold Glovers out in the field today. And here is Rickey Henderson leading off today against Ron Guidry. With Whitaker out, we got Rickey leading off. Ground ball to second. Rickey was thrown out twice in yesterday's ball game. That was probably the telltale sign that we were not going to win. We were caught stealing 3 times. Whitaker was the other base runner who was caught. Next up is Alan Trammell. Moved him to the number 2 spot today. He's maybe our best hitter at the moment. He lines out to left. 2 down. Here is Eddie Murray, switch hitter, hits a ground ball to first, and a quick 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the first. Let's take a look at the Yankees lineup rundown. Batting leadoff, playing second base, is Willie Randolph. Batting second, playing shortstop, is Ozzie Smith. Batting third and DHing is Otis Nixon. Batting cleanup in left field is Steve Kemp. Batting fifth and catching is Ron Hassey. Batting sixth, playing third base, is Joe Lefebvre. Batting seventh, playing first base, is Dennis Werth. Batting eighth in center field is Lee Mazzilli. And batting ninth in right field is Claudell Washington. Okay, let's take a look at Steve Mura. He's only started 1 game for us, and he got the victory in it. Didn't pitch all that great, I guess. 5 innings, giving up 3 runs on 5 hits. He did strike out 7, which is not something I would expect from him, but we love a strikeout pitcher. Opponents batted .250 against him in that ball game. You'll see his overall mark with the Padres. He was 2-2 in 7 starts. His fastball tops out at 88 miles an hour. He is a 42.5% ground ball pitcher. His only good pitch is his fastball. It's rated in 85. All 3 other pitches are below average. However, he is rated in 81, which is solid. The 28-year-old righty it goes to free agency at the end of the year. He's making $175K. All right, let's take a look at the Tigers' defense. With Whitaker out, we have Gold Glovers at first and left field today. And Willie Randolph leading off against Steve Mura. Here we go. 1-2 count and a pop-up into foul ground on the first base side. Murray makes the catch. 1 out. That's going to bring up yesterday's hero, Ozzie Smith. Not the most clutch hitter in Major League Baseball, yet he had no problem winning the ball game yesterday. Pops out into shallow center field as Baker makes the catch. 2 outs, and that'll leave it up to number 3 hitter Otis Nixon. Nixon's got 4 career home runs, 4 home runs this season as he walks. That's the worst thing you can do. I guess he does have some power. Below average, but he's got 4 doubles, 5 triples, and 4 home runs. Not too often you see that. I'm sure Nixon will be going here. And Steve Kemp at the plate. Currently odds-on favorite to be the MVP. Nixon steals second. This is what we don't have. We do not have this element. Obviously we have Rickey Henderson, but he is totally untrustworthy. As Kemp pops up on an inside pitch. Baker makes the catch. So we go to the top of the second inning with Mickey Hatcher leading off. Still batting .309 versus left-handers despite being in a pretty big slump right now. It's jammed inside. Ground ball to second. Randolph makes the play. That's going to bring up George Brett. We dropped him to the 5th spot in the lineup. He has been horrible. Now, this is the 3rd time he's faced a left-hander since being traded over. His only hits have been against right-handers. But we thought we'd give him a shot, and he gets a base hit. So he pays the effort of being in the lineup. He gets a base hit to right field, and there's the Tigers' first hit. That will bring up Lance Parrish. Parrish 1 for 9 in his career versus Guidry, but he does hit lefties pretty well. He strikes out on the fastball from Guidry. That's his first K today. And we'll leave it up to Glenn Wilson. Wilson batting .274 with 12 home runs, and he strikes out on the pitch that was almost a foot outside. So we leave a runner stranded. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Here is Ron Hassey leading off. Hassey batting .252, 11 home runs. Mura throws the pitch low and inside as Hassey grounds out to second. One down. Third lefty in a row, Joe Lefebvre, and he walks him. Come on. This is the crap we went through yesterday with the walks. We can't be very patient. If Yankees win this ball game, they will jump ahead of us in the win column. So, in the games behind column. So back-to-back walks. We got to pull the outfield in here for Lee Mazzilli. Mazzilli batting .299, couple home runs. Wow, he strikes out on the pitch right down the middle. So it's going to leave it up to 1980 MVP Claudell Washington. Came over in the trade from the Mets and a base hit. So there was nothing we were going to do about that. Try to limit the damage here. 1-0 Yankees. Here's Willie Randolph. And Randolph pops it up right in front of Mura. Who's going to call it? An error on the play by Parrish. It's 2-0. Here's Ozzie Smith. Ground ball to first. That'll do it. So 2 walks and an error, and it's 2-0 Yankees. And we've got a long ways to go. We're not going to give up, but this is a bad sign when these things happen, as we know. We're going to try to play small ball, do whatever we can here. Let's see if Baker can get a bunt down. A bunt right back to Guidry, and Bass will advance. So nice job by Baker getting a sack. Bass in scoring position. We have not been able to come through in any of these situations. Rickey Henderson has been absolute garbage. Yeah. So we this is going to go badly for us today, and I guess we just have to accept that. Otis Nixon, we should keep him off the base path for once. 1 down. Next up, Steve Kemp, base hit into right field. Kemp's average up to .313 now. Ron Hassey up next. 0 for 1 today. And a wild pitch. Now all we need is a balk, a pass ball, and maybe, I don't know. What are we missing? That's another base hit. That'll score a run. So a nice timely wild pitch. We're going to pull the infield in. We cannot give up another run now. And that's it. So Mura is done for the day. We're going to bring in Brian Kelly. 3-0 Yankees. Fly ball to center field. Will Hassey tag to go to third? Oh, he holds. First and second, 2 down. Here's Lee Mazzilli. Ground ball to first. And another error by Detroit. A walk. Oh, we walked in a run. Okay, so we still need the balk and the pass ball. This is like if we had baseball mogul bingo and you were trying to fill up your bingo card. You could be getting very close right now. I guess a grand slam would probably be right in the middle or near the free space. Could we get another error? That would be it. 4-0. Let's just get this game over with. There's the ground ball to second. Mickey Hatcher coming through with the base hit. Yeah, no way Brett's going 2 for 2 on it against the lefty. He flies out to left, and Parrish strikes out. So Parrish has struck out both, despite batting .310 versus lefties. He struck out both times up. Here's Brian Kelly, bottom of the 4th. Ozzie Smith, grounding out. Otis Nixon, once again. I feel like we're seeing the same players over and over every inning. A 1-2-3 inning, better than nothing. Glenn Wilson, line drive to left. We know Guidry's going to give up some runs. It'll probably be late. Yeah. Moving along. Yeah, there's really no strategy to this game. I mean, it's just a button pushing game. Either you walk, you strike out, you hit a home run, you balk, you know. I mean, it's just a push of a button. There's no actual strategy. Trammell, base hit into center. We're down 4 runs, so we're not stealing. We just got to hope somebody runs into one. We're going to the bottom of the 6th. Let's see if Kelly can give us one more inning here. Ozzie Smith crushes it. Blows it right past Baker. High fly ball to center from Kemp. Now Smith could tag here. I could see that happen. Oh, okay. Everybody tags with 2 outs. Oh, man. Well, there's 2 more runs in. 5 walks for Brian Kelly. That's why we send him to the minors. Is that going to fall in for a hit? Oh, it'll be caught. We're going to the 7th. Tigers nearly have more errors than hits right now. Brett flies out. Parrish is going to strike out 3rd time. Oh, he made contact. Yeah. Well, I mean, whatever is built in for Brian Kelly for his whip rating, right? He's got to get that somehow. So basically, he gave up 6 batters, right? 6 base runners. So not quite a 2 whip, but he still managed to get that whip despite only giving up 1 hit. Okay, so Kelly's coming out. Good job by him. Of course, now he's not available for tomorrow, so having the extra bullpen arm doesn't make a difference. We're going to bring in Roger Weaver. He couldn't get anybody out yesterday, but he's lost the role. He's now our middle reliever. Let's see if he can get a couple outs. There's 1, 2. And Claudell. There's a 1-2-3 inning for Weaver. Oh, come on! That is fucking bullshit. 3 errors. Unbelievable. There's no reason. Another base hit. Yeah, I mean, Weaver should have been out of that inning, but our a Gold Glove caliber right fielder makes an error. Somehow we're only down 4-0. I don't know how that is, but they're going to give us 1 or 2 runs here somehow. That's only the 4th hit. All these garbage time at bats. All right, so we got a bunch of lefties coming up. We'll bring in Keith Comstock. It's been a little while since we've seen him, I feel like. Let's take a look at his log. Yeah, I mean, he's had a couple rough outings, but yeah, his ERA in his last 20 appearances is a 2.92 ERA. So, I mean, he hasn't been bad. Look at the on-base average in that period. So, opponent's batting average, I mean. So pretty solid. Having a good year for a guy that's with a 74 rating. Let's see if we can keep the speedster Otis Nixon off here in bottom of the eighth. Nope. Let's see how many this is going to turn into. Oh, it's caught stealing. Good job by Parrish. On a curveball. Otis Nixon should have been trotting into second base. All right, we're going to the ninth inning. We have 3, 4, and 5 due up. Can Ron Guidry get a complete game shutout? I'm going to say no. That's just not how this game works. We'll hit and run here. Since that is a situation. Oh, nope. Strike him out, throw him out. He will get the shutout. As George Brett gets a hit. More garbage time. And Parrish. Another base hit. And Glenn Wilson, first and second, 2 down. Come on. There we go. Tigers lose 4-0. This game was over in the first inning. So we're 18 games above 500. And we are 88 runs, within that 100-run ratio. So I think it's, there's a part of me that thinks it's 20 games, but now I'm starting to think it's 600 winning percentage is what's built into the game. Like that's the area that you hover around. So we'll probably win tomorrow is what I'm guessing. Let's take a look at the standings. I guess we still have a half-game lead. Boston's losing. Baltimore, 5 games back. That's kind of impressive that they're still in it. But they're healthy now. They've got all their pitchers back. All their hitters are back. So they're firing on all cylinders. And Montreal has tied New York for the lead in the East. And Atlanta, San Diego, and LA are all battling it out there. Headline news. Boddicker K's 2 on his way to an 8-0 shutout. Like, two. I mean, it should be like 8 or 10 or 12. But 2 doesn't seem like it should make the headline. Nonetheless, good job. Shutout there. Oakland within 4.5 of the Angels. Rusty McNeely, he just had a 2-home-run game yesterday. Look at this guy. 4 steals? Is that right? Oh, my God. Shooty Babbitt. Who are they playing? The Angels. Who's their catcher? Brian Harper? What is his arm, I wonder? That's amazing. 4 steals for Rusty McNeely. Williams shuts out Milwaukee 5-0. So Toronto gets a shutout. At home. That's impressive. That's his second shutout. Lloyd got 2 hits. And the Yankees beat the Tigers. And we know that game was horrible. Any transactions? Nope. Nothing. So crazy that we've got no transactions heading into the trading deadline. Is it going to be a big trade deadline? I don't know. Let's pull up the box score and get out of here. Tigers lose 4-0. We'll probably give player of the game to Brett, right? He had 2 hits. Or should we give it to Brian Kelly, who went 3 2/3 innings? He didn't give up any runs. He did give up 5 walks. We had 8 walks in that ball game. I forget how many we had yesterday. I think it was 10. So yeah, we've gone off the deep end. George Brett, we're going to name him player of the game. That's his first as a Tiger. Okay, that's it. We're going to come back tomorrow with Game 3. Probably a win tomorrow, so we're showing up. Until then, everyone, have a great night.